Hi everyone, welcome back to the Dahlia Sewciety, where I have a lot of brand new arrivals, some very exciting ones, and some of these we've been kind of had in the pipe works for a little while now. We've gotten together with one of our suppliers and made a little bit of a collection that is exclusive to us, so I hope you love what we've chosen. What have I been up to this week? I have been sewing like crazy. I've got a new make on here. This is from the beautiful fuchsia coloured velour, that luxury velour that I showed last week. I ended up making a fabulous top. Now this is from the Closet Core Crew Club membership that I was so happy to get for my birthday, and that gave me all of the backlog of patterns, which was fabulous. I know a lot of people had written in the comments of my previous vlog that they've loved the Crew Club membership and all the patterns, and there was one dress, the mosaic dress, that I fell in love with and had to have the membership just to get that dress. So I haven't really started thinking about making that yet, but maybe towards the springtime. But I looked back through the back catalogue and found some great patterns, and in particular a knit top called the Marigold I thought was perfect for this fuchsia colour. Now it's really lovely. I'd call it kind of a Barbie pink, maybe a bit deeper, more of a deeper fuchsia tone, but I really love it in this sweater. I just wanted to make something a bit more simple for myself, and I thought a beautiful kind of, I'd say it's bordering on a batwing style, but it's a really unusual curved sleeve. I'll put a pic up so you can see. It was so simple to make. It took me now less than an hour to make it all up, and I love the fact that it's got kind of a fitted waist, but it sits in a really nice spot, so it gives you a lovely shape. A really nice binded neckline, or bound neckline I should say, not binded, bound neckline that you use with the same fabric, and the bound arms as well. So a really lovely pattern for this this fabric. I also ended up making myself a Ponte navy version in this top as well. But I'm so excited to go back through the patterns from the last year and just kind of whittle my way through and make one of everything, because I love Closet Core's style. I love the wearability. I love how they're drafted, their patterns, just everything about them is just such great staples for the wardrobe. And I was watching Heather Lou just this week, and she was talking about how they've taken over Deer and Doe patterns, and they do have the Deer and Doe patterns on their website now. So you'll see on Closet Core that you can choose from either Closet Core patterns or Deer and Doe. And she talks a bit about they're merging or taking it over and just different surveys they put out. It was a really interesting episode. I'll link it in the description box if you'd like to go and listen to Heather Lou talk about just the way they're taking it, and a couple of patterns that they are expanding size ranges on, which is always fabulous. So it's great to catch up and hear a lot about what's going on in the Closet Core headquarters. So that was really exciting. So we have, yes, I've been sewing. I've actually sewn another shirt. I have got two more fabrics cut out to make a couple more Ocean Days Pattern Emporium shirts, which I love. I could easily live in them. A lot of people do ask me, they're so oversized, how do you go to your size down? Well, I normally am about a size 16 Pattern Emporium, so I go down to the 14, but I still love the oversized floatiness of it. I just make sure I shorten my arms a little bit, because you know, they are quite long, a lot of the patterns. Any shirt pattern I get, I always shorten the sleeves. But I ended up doing a bit of a hack on my shirts, and I'll talk about that in the next vlog, which is how I do elastic casing instead of cuffs. I just find them really, really simple. It cuts a lot of sewing out of the end. If you're not a big cuff person, if you find that you don't like rolling them up, or you don't like wearing them fully done up and you prefer elastic, I find them really practical, really handy, and you can wear them all year through. So I will show you that shirt on the next episode. And by the way too, I must show you my earrings. I've had these for, I think I got them for Christmas. Martha Jean's butterflies match, or moth I should say, match this fabric so perfectly. I've been waiting for the right fabric to match them. These are the little dangling moths. So Martha Jean is an indie earring maker here in Victoria in Balnarring, and I love her earrings. They're some of my favourites. Before we move on to the brand new arrivals, I've got a big announcement to make. The deluxe winter box will be hopefully coming maybe at the end of this week. So I'm not, fingers crossed, I'm just waiting on a couple more bits for these boxes. These are very, very special boxes. Now, I know Phoebe and I came up with this concept, and we absolutely love anything to do with Stevie Nicks, and we are using this box as a tribute to all things Stevie Nicks. It's called Belladonna. It has the most stunning French brand fabric, and I'm not going to tell you which French brand it is. It is one of our very popular French brands we have in store. I have not got this fabric, I've never had it before, and yeah, I know it's exclusive to her brand, so I don't want to tell you the brand of it because you may find it and then it will spoil the surprise. So there's one colorway. The Belladonna box is the most beautiful boho box of your dreams. It has got 3 meters of stunning French fabric, which, oh my gosh, wait till you see it. It is just breathtaking. There is going to be a matching gift from an independent jewelry designer that we have used in the past, which is really exciting. Also, a beautiful little boutique gift from another very lovely independent, should I say, soap and cosmetic brand that we have had before. Lots of goodies in this box, but yeah, it is very, very deluxe and extremely limited numbers. And I'm so sorry if anyone misses out on this, because I think you're going to be kicking yourself if you don't get online and get one of these, because of the whole aesthetic and the theme. We love anything to do with, you know, Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks. Big, big fans. I'm going to put an image up just to kind of give you a little bit of a teaser. So I would highly suggest making sure that you've signed up to our emails, and you'll be told when this box launches, because it will be one of those ones that was very, very limited numbers because of the having 3 meters in each box, and the designer herself, we couldn't get hold of any more fabric, but we didn't want to let this pass. We love to make sure the aesthetic matches, and yeah, anything to do with Stevie Nicks and Belladonna, Edge of 17, or think about maybe Fleetwood Mac era Tango in the Night, all those beautiful images and colours and prints. I think you kind of get the gist of what we're going towards there. So I would say hopefully by the end of this week we might be launching it. It could be the week after, but fingers crossed the end of this week you might hear a bit more about it. So let's move on to brand new fabrics. Now, I know how popular our block prints are in store. They're one of my most popular fabrics that we sell. We absolutely love dealing with our little suppliers that we have in Jaipur, Rajasthan and India, and we decided throughout winter we would just get quite a small range of block prints in, because, you know, it's seasonal, but we still do sell a lot of them right around Australia, so we didn't want to completely not get them in for winter. And we're really glad that was a wise decision, because they've been selling so well, and I know a lot of you guys love them. These we wanted to find, well, I wanted to find a quilted block print fabric, and I've been looking for a long time, and I have never been able to find what I'm after. And I like something a bit punchy, a bit kind of print and bold, colour, you know, a lot of colour saturation. I don't really want too many really pale pastels, almost like they look like sometimes like baby cot quilts, things like that. I wanted something a bit more me, and I haven't been able to find it for a long time, and I have searched, and I know there's been a big run on quilted jacket patterns for the last couple of years in the sewing indie world. So we decided to talk to our suppliers and come up with our own unique collection of beautiful block print quilted fabrics. Now, they're 100% cotton. They've got cotton, 100% cotton inner lining or padding in between, so no synthetics there. They are quite narrow, so you're looking at 95 to 100 centimeters wide. Normally the block prints are about 112 wide, and because of the quilting techniques and the older kind of looms they use, they are quite narrow. So but we were prepared to deal with that because we just love the quality of the fabrics. They wash up just beautifully, and we've decided to go with a bit of a kind of artist impressionist range, which I absolutely love. So we'd put a lot of thought, and Phoebe will tell you now, I ummed and ahed over contrasting prints because they are fully reversible. So we wanted to make sure that there was something that was not only unique to our store, but very wearable and, you know, something you could do lots with. So this first one is the Montmartre Garden, which is just very, very Van Gogh inspired, I would say. It's bordering on Monet, but I'd say more Van Gogh color. I love this, but on the inside, of course, you'll see it has the stripes. So we've gone for contrast, so you can use them as a fully reversible garment. It's totally up to you. The colours in that are spectacular. The beautiful post-impressionist print there is stunning. I love the reds and blues together. And now I have got quite a bit of a write-up on each of the fabrics that you'll see in the new arrival section, all of these quilted fabrics. I've put together a bit of a list of pattern recommendations, things that I would use to sew these up. The main one I want to use is a closet core pattern from that crew membership, the beautiful quilted jacket that I saw last year and thought, if only I could find the right quilted fabric. And you'll see the quilting through this is straight quilting. We went for something a bit different. We didn't really want the regular diamond or square stitching. We wanted something a little bit more unusual, a little bit more simple, I should say, to really let the fabric do all the talking. Because normally when you see quilted fabrics and you see that diamond or grid stitching, they're quite subdued prints or more simple, I would say. So we wanted something that would really let the pattern do all the talking, and you can just feel it's just so lovely. And of course the weight of these is about 320 GSM, so not too overly thick. So I personally didn't want something too thick because I like layering. I think layering is really important. Something you can have that's warm and cozy, but not too bulky that you won't want to reach for it throughout the year. So you'll see there, nice cotton filling there in between. So the pattern recommendations that I've got for these quilted block prints, I would say definitely the Megan Nelson Hovier pattern would be a wonderful, very popular jacket. And the great thing is that if you're scared of doing something like this and you want something for binding, we have got a big range of a really lovely quality bias binding that we've had that are made in Australia. They are nice and wide, and I particularly wanted a wide binding because I know in the past when I have made quilted jackets and all I could find was that really narrow binding and it barely covers the edge, I wanted at least a 38mm wide cotton blend bias binding. The quality on these is amazing. They're a really great thickness, so you can see width, I should say, so you can see if you had that bound over the edges, that would cover everything really nicely. So that one matches really nice. The red, perfect colour combination there. Also, we've got the pale blue, goes really nice with that as well. And I've got quite a few other colour ranges to go through with you there as well. So if you love that kind of beautiful spring coloured prints, I just think this would look amazing with a white t-shirt underneath. So the Megan Nelson Hovier comes in 2 different size ranges as well, and you can make a lot of different patterns, variations on that. There's also things like the Dorada Davies overlap jacket, which is a simple jacket you can make in quilting, or one of her bag patterns, which I've got in store. There's a lot of different bag patterns. One in particular has, I think it's called the Roma, has a suggestion as a quilted fabric. Even things like little makeup purses and pencil cases are fabulous in quilted fabric. Things like the Italia Jupe Danny jacket would be easily modified into a quilting fabric. Starlark has heaps of different jackets. They've got the Hendrix, which is a really lovely button-up jacket that you can make in a quilted fabric, not just the waterproof, you could do it in cottons as well. And the Wren is a nice simple one that I think you could easily do some binding on that. And then you've got the Liesl & Co. Yannicka, which I think would be a perfect simple little crop jacket. So there's also things like vests. Now I'm going to find a couple of patterns and link them. I'll put some pics up so I can show you. I think Lauren Guthrie from Guthrie & Garney showed a tutorial of her making a little quilted vest. It's such a simple little thing. You don't need much fabric for it. And remembering that these are not overly wide, so you need to allow a little bit of extra fabric usage in that. So That's our first one. Next one was absolutely stunning. I really wanted a black bold print, and I wanted to showcase that bright pink and floral outer with the birds. The Avery print has been really popular in our block prints for summertime, so I wanted to utilize that and make it into something you can wear for winter. So you'll see here the enchanted Avery, and on the inside is the peony, beautiful peony and vine print. So a lovely musky kind of pale pink there, but with that punch of the red and the black on the outside. And I think that would make the most amazing jacket, statement jacket for wearing out at evening time, or maybe even just a coat for wearing with some jeans or a little vest. And I think with this colour might be one that I'm eyeing off. So I have to choose which one I'm going to make my closet core jacket with, because at the moment I am having a really hard time deciding which one of these is my favourites. Now last night, as soon as I listed this one, it's already started selling, so I don't know how much longer it will last, but it's the Evergreen Avery, beautiful bird print again with the gorgeous vine print and the cream, so a beautiful olivey green, and on the underside you've got the stripe, which has a really lovely vintagey effect to it. And I think that would just look amazing with you know, a pair of jeans, white t-shirt and some tan boots even. So the look, the Megan Nielsen Hovier I keep going back to, but there are quite a lot of quilted jacket patterns out there. There's also the Tamarack by Greenline Studios. I made that years ago and quilted the fabric myself. There's nothing wrong with doing that if you feel like a bit of a project. Quilting is not that hard. But if you really want to take the work out of it, the quilted, pre-quilted fabrics are your best friend. So that one is a stunning, stunning colourway. And we have got a couple more coming still from India. They're on their way. So they'll hopefully be here next week. I think maybe the standout one for me at the moment is this beautiful cobalt rich blue regalia fabric. Now this is just stunning with that vibrant sort of cerise colour floral print, and on the underside this fabric was just breathtaking when we opened it up. I love that kind of really interesting grid pattern. It's got kind of reminds me of it's got that royal Regency kind of look to it. I don't know how to explain it, but I really love the old vintage style print there underneath. So if you like it with the smaller print on that side, you can use either side. There are really no right and wrong sides to any of these fabrics. If you prefer the underside to be the outer, you could do that as well. So talking about bindings as well, you've got your red and your blue that will match that really nicely. Got a natural colour as well that would look really nice, just a simple colour. The evergreen colour, of course, you can use that natural colour as well, and we've got a white, as I say already. Black, of course, we've got the black binding that would go really nicely if you wanted to just keep it nice and simple, but of course you can use your pale blue and your red as well with that, and even the natural. I think either of those, I've tried to make sure I've got colours that will go with everything. So I think it's really important to have the binding there, because it does really finish off the seams nicely if you want to have it the internal seam showing or have it inside out as fully reversible. It just makes it look so much more polished. Now I've been doing a little bit of thinking about frock tails and what I want to wear this year, and I've sort of got a dress in mind, and it is a knit dress this year. I'm not going to tell you this just yet because the fabric is still being produced from Lady McElroy, and I have ordered quite a lot of it, so hopefully in the next month or so it will get here. But in the meantime, I found myself looking for nice dressy style jerseys, scubas, viscose jerseys, and I've really had trouble finding anything I would class as a bit more evening wear or elegant. So I thought maybe there's something lacking in our store. We need a bit more dressy or more on the knit side, not just a beautiful woven. So I've got a beautiful little range here from Lady McElroy that I think you're going to love. Firstly, who doesn't love a bit of a leopard print animal glam? This one is called African Leopard. It's just a beautiful poly jersey. The quality of this is amazing. Of course, they are all sustainably made. Their jerseys are the most amazing quality ever. You've got a nice, where are we? A really nice amount of drape, you'll see here, and stretch. I mean, can you imagine that in a really lovely wrap dress for an evening out? maybe even the Own Your Magic dress from Pattern Emporium if you like a column style dress. But yeah, a nice leopard print dress is never going to go out of style. I think it would also be incredible for palazzo pants. Leopard print is a really good base to have to mix lots of different prints and colours with as well. So fabulous little animal print, a nice scale too, not too small. This one was one that Phoebe and I have both been ogling for a while now, and it's called Lotus Charm. It's a really unusual colour. I think the colour is what did it for us. It's a dusky plum colour, and I love the really unique print in that, like the snake skins there. You've got the beautiful lotus flowers. It's got a really dark sort of look to it. It's a scuba. The Lady McElroy scubas are amazing, and we are getting more of the Lady McElroy Cobra Corsage scuba any day now in that black background, as well as a couple of more scubas that I think you're going to love for if you love a good statement print. But I think this is so unusual and so beautiful. That pop of cobalt blue in there, and also just the look. It has got like a three-dimensional look. It looks to me like that looks like velvet, the way it sort of pops out, but really unusual print. How amazing would that be? The stunning dress from Cashmere Patterns is the Grafton dress pack. It's a really good value pack with heaps of different options. It's got a square neckline dress as well, which I think that would look incredible with. So lots of different options there to make yourself a beautiful dress, or even maybe a tube style column skirt would be really pretty in that too. And another thing I was looking for was just a nice glam black knit fabric, and I could not find anything until I went to Lady McElroy. This is the Dorchester Glitz, and it's got it's kind of got a sparkle built within the beautiful jersey fabric. Now this one is a 96% viscose, 4% spandex, so really lovely quality. And you'll see there that glittery look throughout it. It's got a really nice softness. It almost has that metallic looking look about it, but it hasn't got, it hasn't got glitter coming off it. It's quite built into the fabric or sewn into it. So you'll see there that the way the light catches that, I think would be the most amazing dress for going out for evening time. Again, a wrap dress would be beautiful, or maybe just a simple tank style dress if you wanted to wear a lovely kimono style duster over the top would be beautiful as well. And I can really see that in like a nice V-neck style dress with a beautiful billowy sleeve would be gorgeous too. So it's so nice to have a lovely classic black with a bit of glitz there. This one is called Peony. It's a Juliet jersey from Lady McElroy. So it's a viscose jersey, so 96 viscose, 4% spandex, called Peony Art. And I just thought the colours, the beautiful vivid colours of the cobalt and the purple on a, I think it's a navy background by the look of it. Yes. Yeah, it's a deep, deep navy background, but really, really pretty with that pop of the turquoise there as well. If you've never worn the Juliet jersey before, it's a lovely breathable style fabric. So it's a little bit, it's not as light as an ITY with that little crepiness to it, but a really lovely substance to it. Definitely very wearable. So another gorgeous knit dress fabric I think would be stunning. I'm being swallowed by fabric at the moment. Not much room here to move. The next thing I wanted to show you was a restock we've had from Dahlia Sewciety. Now you may remember these in the last lot of beautiful fabrics that they released, and of course they flew out the door, and I was only able to get the last 2 bolts there that the lovely ladies from Belgium had, and I snapped them up because I know how popular they were. But once these are gone, I think that will be it from this range. So if you really love the look of these, I would highly suggest heading over to the website, because that is all I have of them, and that's all they've got as well. So that beautiful big scale blue floral viscose was a stunning one, especially in that gorgeous dress they showed. When you see it done in a pattern, it always, I should put the pic up so you can see, it always makes me want to make it when you see it already made up. It just gives you that kind of the right scale and how it's going to look on the body as well. And this one, of course, is that really pretty white background, lilac floral, and that one is the last we can have of that as well. That looks beautiful in the Hannah blouse. I'll put a pic up so you can see there, and we've restocked the Dahlia Sewciety patterns there. So very sad to see these all gone, but yeah, definitely think about heading over to the website if you love the look of them. Now, one of our most popular French brands in store is Cosette, and we love their denims. They have just walked out the door every time we've had them, especially this pink colour. We've managed to get another bolt of it with fuchsia. They've called it on the website, not fuchsia, fuchsia. It is the most incredible pink denim. Lovely weight, very, very soft hand feel there, and of course no stretch in that particular denim or these particular denims, but perfect for things like jacket making or even a wide leg pair of jeans. We've also restocked the salopette dungaree pattern as well there. So that is the wonderful fuchsia colour. We've also managed to get hold of the deep navy colour, which I love the selvage on these. They're really, really soft, and the way you can see the weften warp woven into that is really, really different. The deep navy, we've got the sky blue back again, which is such a lovely colour to head on into summer with, nice and washed look to it. And the bright blue, which was very popular, a real true blue denim colour, and a little bit more of a pop, a little bit brighter than a true denim. But we love their denims. They are such a popular one in store. You can see why. And they have got a really, really nice softness to them. I think that's because of their love, the way they're being kind of softened and washed, and also the high cotton content, 100% cotton. It's a really nice weight for all of your denim, even denim dresses, jackets, and jeans and dungarees. For quite a while now, we've been meaning to restock our Pigeon Wishes buttons because they are the most popular buttons brand that we carry, and they are such good value for money. You get 15, usually in the 15 millimeter packs that you'll see. We do have the bigger buttons on cards as well. So the new ones we've got, I'm going to put a few up on screen here so you can see. There were quite a few of them that we had in store this week. We've been adding to the other ones we've had in for a while now, restocking those as well, and a lot of people were on the wait list for those, so I have emailed you all to let you know that they've arrived. But the brand new Pigeon Wishes buttons are always just the most beautiful combinations. I love the little thought process behind each button. There'll be a little story if you look on the description about how they've come up with the name and the title for the button. And I find that they are the most handy buttons to have in the stash because there's quite a lot of colours in each button, and you'll be able to match it back with things like prints or even plains if you want it to pop and stand out. That's everything I have here today. Thanks for joining me. I hope you've got a lovely weekend planned, maybe with a bit of sewing time. I've got, a couple more things I want to get finished, those shirts to get made, and fingers crossed we'll be able to launch that box. We are beyond excited for this Stevie Nicks inspired box, and I hope you are too. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a wow of a box. So make sure that you sign up to the newsletter to be reminded of when that goes on sale, because at the moment it's a little bit up in the air. We haven't got final dates, but it will be sometime in the next week or two. So yeah, make sure you're ready for that one. We'll also be having a regular bespoke box in August. That will be heading towards the middle or the end of August. So we want to make sure that we keep those coming, because I know a lot of you guys that don't buy the deluxe boxes like to buy the regular ones, and vice versa. There's a lot of people that love waiting for the deluxe boxes to get that extra meterage of fabric. So yes, lots to think about here. And I did talk about advent calendars. We are preparing those. The orders for those will be heading towards the end of August, early September. So I really cannot wait for you to see what we're putting into those calendars this year. Catch up with you all soon. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you all next week for some more new makes. See you soon. Bye.